we was told to meet. Shirley was mighty mean and mischief when she lived at Kirby Knob, back in her young days there. She went down over the hill from where they used to live at Kirby Knob. She went down the holler to Aunt Debbie and Uncle Fred. She seen Grandpa B going to the chicken house, what most people call the toilet, and she thought she'd show Grandpa B who's boss, so she went up there and she locked him in there, and she didn't tell nobody. And Grandpa B got pretty mad. And Uncle Freddie did
was
too.
even madder. Uncle Freddie was even madder.
He was.
Oh gosh, he was so mad at me.
What did he say to you?
Oh gosh, he told me to get up that hill to the house.
Yeah. I'll come back down.
he told me to get home.
Yeah.
He said, what about locking Pa in the toilet? I locked him up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did he say anything to you? Did Dee say anything to you?
No, I don't think so. I can't remember. I just was anything.
God, you was a little bit of thing. That must have been a long time ago.
It was.
What else did you do?
Oh, I don't know what no we used to do. A little bit of everything.
You shoot them hands eyes out with baby gun.
No, I didn't do that. Children will know to do that. Shoot mules and chickens with a BB gun. They used to shoot me.
They did?
Yeah.
Where at?
In the butt.
Would you
Every time
wiggle?
they get me turned around, they'd shoot.
Would you wiggle?
Yeah. Now tell some things you and Donnie used to do. What you do to your grandpas.
Well, I never did do nothing to my grandpa that I regretted nothing. We was loading hay once, and I made mules take off real fast. He fell off the back of the sled, kind of stove his leg up. He got up and said, "Oh, Lordy, 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 don't know what we're going to do with that boy Rupert." He stove me up. Grandma says, man, I used to like the way she'd make cakes and all. We wasn't used to getting nothing from the store. We'd go in the kitchen there to the back door and get her by the apron, shake her apron, say, Grandma, could you just give me a piece of that cake you got? She said, oh yeah, honey, it's slip out here. I'll get you a piece. She'd slice you a little piece and hit about, you could read a newspaper through it, it's so thin. She said, now honey, go out the back door here and don't let Chester see you with this. You know how he is. I said, all right, Granny. I'll have it eat before I get out the door.
Tell me something on Low-Fi.
I don't know much on Low-Fi. Anything I know on Low-Fi might incriminate her, and I better not tell.
I don't know nothing. I can't remember nothing back.
Tell us about the big bicycle wreck at Kirby Knob.
Yeah. Betsy always could ride the bicycle, and she could always climb trees. And she'd always stand up on the barrel and roll the barrel around, and she could just do about anything. She'd all time there me to do stuff. And she'd go over St. Sand Hill flying, wouldn't never wreck or anything. So we got up there at the top, and she heard Janet Isaacs or some of them dared me to ride down 18 Hill on the bicycle, and I said, oh, well, I got on that bicycle and down that hill I went. every time I hit the bottom, I will simply fly in that gravels. And I got there about where 880 and up to where the mailbox is. And I slid in them gravels, wrecked, cut my eye, and they had to take me to the hospital and have 9 stitches took in my eye. Cut my arm.
Tell me something about Little Belle, Dad.
Well, Little Belle, she's always a hard worker. She likes to fish a lot. And she's just a mighty fine sister. I can't think of nothing right off to say about her other than she's just a good person all the way around.
Tell me something about the old days about Little Belle.
Well, I can't remember that far back. Marianne, she used to be there at the house before she got married. She's going with this fella named James Fields. Pretty good old country boy. Everybody liked old James. He's kind of shy and backward. Always wore a t-shirt and hit 0 weather outside. Never know what a coat was. Well, he bought this little sports car, AMG, little black and 2-seater job. For all the girls up through Winston. After old James they like that sports car. I don't know whether they like the sports car or James. Anyway, they was all looking at it. Marianne kind of had her eye on old James. Every time James goes down the road, she'd break her neck going to the window facing down the road. She'd hear him coming back up the road, and she'd break her neck and run to her bedroom so she'd look out the window that way till he got outside. Well, he finally stopped one day, pulled up out there. Marianne got all excited, you know. She wanted everything to be perfect, and so did I. James come in the house. I went straight to the record player and put on James, hold the ladder steady, James. I was trying to help her out, but it seemed like she appreciated it much. So therefore, every time he'd come in the house, I'd play that song for her. She'd get madder than a bar. But, far as I know, everything's alright. Marianne and James is happily married. Got 2 kids, 3 grandchildren, and won't be long to that house and great grandchildren.
Well, you might have been mean to Marianne, but you never was mean to Donna Ruth, was you?
And Donna Ruth, we never did say a good word to each other. She hit me in the face with a book once. Splattered my nose all on my face. Boy, I tell you what, I took after her, and Mama started holding me back, hollering, Donna Ruth, get old Grandpa, he's gonna key you. I said, yeah, I'm gonna key you, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. But it never did take place.
Y'all wasn't mean at the back, picking green beans, was you?
Yeah, we'd be sitting there stringing, breaking green beans, and every once in a while, a bean accidentally slipped, maybe hit old Barney between the eyes or something. Okay, that's all I got. Honest time.
Tell me about the olden days, Ma. Tell me something about your brothers are going to school. Were they mean to them girls or them teachers up in there?
Yeah, they're doing both.
Tell me something about going to school.
So naughty.
Tell me about going to school, Ma.
Just went around there turning odd at the one little room school.
What did Otis and Webb ever do to them teachers? Tell me.
I don't remember. Otis's life.
How
We
did
went we went swimming down Red Lake, me and Hazel and Jimmy and Otis and Junior and Whip, I think. All of us went. And they was a drop off out there in the water and it would go way over your head and then it was Otis or Junior. Yeah, Junior got over in there. And he was drowned. I mean, he went under 2 or 3 times. And Otis, he went up there and he couldn't reach him hardly. And then I went out there and I got a hold of Otis' hand. And some way, I believe it, we pulled him out. Out of the water. Saved him from drowning.
did
Close call.
did Granny ever get the broom after any of you youngins?
Yeah.
Tell me about that, Ma.
Boy, she was a good old mommy. Guess was all aggravated. Wasn't mine.
Tell me about you working over there at that store that Grandpa used to own.
I worked over there 3 or 4 years.
Tell me about them boys that went in there and acted like they were going to rob you.
Yeah, they did. One night I was in there in the store. It was about 8 o'clock or late. It was dark. There's about 3 or 4 of them boys come in from Big Hill. They said, "We're want to rob you tonight." Scared me to death. Then they started laughing.
Ain't got nothing to say.
Tell me something that you and Gene used to do.
I don't know. I used to be about 5 or 6 years old and I'd ride in Jane's lap in them tractors and I'd sit there and drive for him all day long. I done stuff like that, you know. I turned over 2 tractors myself and I turned over a lime truck once. Just different things, you know.
You didn't ever fall out of a car, did you, Father?
Oh yeah, I jumped out of a car once in Alfred County. Put about 10 or 12 stitches up in my head there. I thought I was Tarzan or something. Yeah.
How full you want this, David?
Yeah, pretty full.